Today I walked away from my marriage and I left my husband. Not everything you see on social media is the truth, and it's been a really long, hard battle of trying to make things work, and I can only take so much emotional and verbal and psychological neglect that I have to start thinking about my future child and protecting her as well. And as much as it hurts, it was for the best. And obviously I'm really, really upset that things turned out this way. But it had to be done because I was gonna miscarry if it didn't, from the stress of having to deal with a toxic relationship. I asked for prayers and I asked for peace and kindness. Please don't contact my husband. Don't ask any questions that I'm not ready to answer. I just need peace and love right now as I go back to my single mom by choice, not by choice journey. It's a nightmare. I'm living in a nightmare. So please, I just wanted to give an update, and that's what's been going on, and just please be kind and supportive, and please pray, because I'm obviously hurting so bad right now. This was not an easy decision, and it's not something I wanted to do, but it needed to happen. So please just pray for me and for baby Hannah. Since leaving my husband pregnant, I have been an emotional mess. I'm trying to stay positive and trying to not stress for the protection of my pregnancy and baby. I'm not gonna lie, it's been really hard. I have received a lot of hate and a lot of judgment over my decision to leave. I want to say it was not a decision I made lightly, but it was a decision to protect my child and myself. Things were emotionally, verbally, psychologically, and then physically abusive. I did everything I could to make it work, and to the point where I thought I was not safe anymore and I had to leave. With the cycle of abuse, things are really, really good for a while until they're not. I would have never proceeded with the embryo transfer if I knew how bad they were going to be once he found out I was pregnant. The last 2 weeks were a total nightmare. I thought I was going to miscarry from being emotionally and verbally assaulted. I almost had to call 911 because the cramping was so bad. I have been accused online of marrying my husband solely for free IVF or just for a baby, and that could not be further than wrong. I paid $30,000 to be a single mom by choice before meeting my husband. I had 3 embryos already in storage that I could have used. I had no reason to marry my husband solely besides I loved him to death. We got married very quick. So did my parents, who lasted for almost 20 years until my dad died of cancer. I ask people to please be kind, show empathy, and stop judging. For those of you who have been through similar situations, thank you all for your love and support. Everything I do is protection of my future child and protection of me. I hope those that are casting judgment can now hopefully understand why I did what I did, and it was not an easy thing to do. I pray for peace and protection over my pregnancy, and I really hope that at the end of this, it is all worth the pain and suffering I have endured. I will not be speaking much more about my marriage. I want to move forward and just solely enjoy my pregnancy because I have waited 14 years for this moment. Thank you everyone who has reached out. Thank you everyone who has shared their stories of leaving while pregnant. And thank you everyone who has sent love and prayers. I enjoy so much sharing my pregnancy journey with you, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. One step in front of the other. Know that in November, when I see my rainbow, all this trauma, all this hurt will be worth it. As much as I wish this wasn't the path I was on, I did start this journey as a single mom by choice, and I know that this is the best thing I can do for my future child. Thank you again for everyone who's been there for me, and God bless you.
People criticize you because you treated your husband as a disposable tool, then had the audacity to go on social media and use a bunch of charged words to try and portray yourself as the victim to get sympathy. This is why men have decided to go their own way to protect themselves from people like this, who abandon them the second things stop being perfect. But since we're on the topic of protecting yourself, let's talk about protecting your skin. Skin cancer has risen over 200% in men, which is why it is essential for you to have a high-quality skincare system to help prevent this. Which is why I'm excited to have Teach Hanley as the sponsor of today's video. With over 9,000 5-star reviews, Teach Hanley has perfected and simplified men's skincare while also helping to prevent aging and skin cancer. With easy-to-use and very affordable all-in-one systems that cover all your needs. I personally recommend you start with their Level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. A 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. And a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. Their products have made my skin look and feel better than ever, but you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 9,000 5-star reviews from satisfied customers all around the world. This isn't something you want to put off, because prevention is key. Get ahead of any signs of aging now, and your future self will thank you. And because Teach Hanley is sponsoring this video, they're offering you an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description to get 40% off your first skincare system and a free gift. Plus, as a member, you'll also get 20% off for life. By the way, the free gift you're choosing from has a $20 value and is a complete game changer. This body scrubber has made it much easier to get a perfect clean in the shower by exfoliating my skin. So don't wait any longer. Click the first link in the description to start your skincare journey today.
50-50 divorces aren't fair. Stay-at-home moms should be given 100% of everything in divorce and should be awarded alimony for life. First, a little bit of data for background. 80% of stay-at-home moms have zero retirement, which is why elderly females are the most vulnerable.
This kind of mindset is just a me mentality, and she's not in it for the we in the family dynamic. Because why the hell are you in a marriage if you're already thinking about your exit plan? Because thinking about your retirement or any money that you would have in case this man is not around or in case you get divorced means that you're already thinking about it. And you think about it enough, eventually you're going to follow through with it. And why the hell would you be entitled to 100% when he's busting it every single day to give you everything that you want? And it's not his fault that you resent having children because you feel like you missed out on life. It's not his fault that you feel like you need to get paid for having his children. Do you see how selfish and delusional and entitled that is? He doesn't get paid for providing for you. He goes to a job. He misses milestones. He misses family events. He misses time with his family in order to give you what you need, and you just want to take it from him. Like, make it make sense. And imagine committing to somebody and telling them that you want to spend the rest of your life with them and committing to them in a marriage, but then simultaneously, when you feel resentment and you're upset at your lifestyle, you want to destabilize him to take 100% of everything that you guys have built together. That's selfish as hell. And what kind of person are you to say to yourself, oh, I want this man to suffer because I'm suffering, because I'm just a miserable human being? That's not love. That's not compassion. That's not empathy. And are you really looking at the best interest of your family and your kids if you're trying to destabilize the other side of the fence? Like, be for real. And in terms of alimony, if men are expected to pay their way after a divorce, then you should only get alimony for 1 freaking year, get your together, grow up, get a job, make your own money, and stop depending on a man that you hated so much that you decided to break your family up and leave it behind, all for what, a freaking paycheck? Well, congratulations. Now you actually have to go work and stop being a mooch and a lazy wife and a human being to someone that tried to take care of you and have a family with you.
So I deleted Tinder and I went to a coffee shop and sat there for an hour, and guess what happened? Nothing.
Rejected.
I'll try again tomorrow.
Hi, my name is Emily, and my ex-boyfriend told me a year and a half into dating me that he's not attracted to bigger women.
I woke up this morning in absolute disbelief that this is my life.
My ex-boyfriend of 6 years. Love him. Really good guy. The last year of our relationship, I started cheating on him with a guy in LA. And that guy was the one who told me, break with your boyfriend, move to LA.
Was he cheating on you too, or?
He's a good boy.
It's an evil world we live in.
Women don't need men anymore.
You said you were a 10 though. You're a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And you said that God made you perfect. I have a question for you. Do you have breast implants?
Maybe.
Well, I'm curious, if God made you perfect, why do you need to get fake?
It's just something I wanted to do.
I'm trying to understand because you said you're a 10. Any other procedures besides the fake?
I had lipo.
You had lipo?
Yeah.
Where did they put it?
In my...
In the booty?
Yeah.
Do they call it a BBL?
Yeah, I had a BBL.
Okay, so fake boobs.
I had my whole body done.
Do you think men and women are equal?
No.
No, I think women are way higher. I think they're way more powerful, honestly. I think we're a lot stronger.
I just got told by a man I was dating that he had a problem with my weight, but he made an exception because of my face and personality.
If you enjoyed this video, I promise you'll enjoy this next video. I will see you there.